Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tac Bets, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. And man, on the internet, AI's taken over everything, right? Now, personally, I really think social media has also taken over everything. We don't really need therapists. We have TikTok, we have Reddit, we have Am I the Asshole or Is My Husband a Narcissist? So this kind of stuff doesn't really bother me too much when I see people getting into this stuff. Illinois is the first state to ban artificial intelligence therapists. The new law may test the Trump administration willing to disallow state level regulations. That's right. The Trump government has wanted to make sure that states couldn't make different laws about artificial intelligence. Illinois Governor J.P. Pritzker has signed a bill into law banning AI therapy in the state. This makes Illinois the first state to regulate the use of AI in mental health services. The law highlights that only licensed professionals are allowed to offer counseling services in the state and forbids AI chatbots or tools from acting as a standalone therapist. Now, one thing's for sure, if you use TikTok or social media or AI as a standalone therapist, you definitely need to get your head checked. There is so many issues out there with people in your friends group within your area that'll just validate anything you say, especially if you're a good looking girl. They just validate you up and down. Chat GPT will validate damn near anything you say. Chat GPT is like, it'll give you enough rope to hang yourself, and it's not the best. It can help you out, it can back you up, it can help you out in situations of gaslighting. And if you need support, it can give you a bit of support, but it will never challenge you. Here's one thing nobody like ever does. Anyone in your friends group, anyone on TikTok, most people on Am I the Asshole, but challenge you. I'm very challenged. I'm as challenged as they come. But a good therapist needs to challenge you. Some therapists won't even challenge you. My therapist will even be one of the first people to say, there's some people that don't like it when certain people get therapists, because a lot of times a therapist will just validate you and everything you say. But you need to be challenged. You absolutely need to be challenged. And we don't like to challenge people. I know up here in Canada, we don't like to challenge any of our government for why they're making everyone make so much money in housing and real estate when that money should probably be put into the stock market or something like that. We have so many issues right now where no one can get a house, no one can get a business, nobody can get a machine shop because the prices are so high. And I believe it's the same in Manhattan. The price of everything is so high, and because of that, you have entire streets that are just devoid of stores. HB 1806, titled the Wellness and Oversight for Psychologists Resource Act, also specifies that the licensed therapist cannot use AI to make therapeutic decisions or perform any therapeutic communication. Oh, so therapists themselves can't use it either. It also places constraint on how mental health professionals may use AI in their work, such as specifying its use for supplementary support, such as managing appointments, billing, and administrative work. It is allowed. Okay, so it is allowed to make appointments and stuff. And the statement made to Mashable, Illinois State Representative Bob Morgan said, "We have already heard the horrible stories when artificial intelligence pretends to be licensed therapists." Yes, yes, there's so much of that, especially on ChatGPT. There's so many people that are losing their marbles right now on ChatGPT because they think that ChatGPT has the answers. And man, Reddit is full of stories about people who just kind of lost their mind thinking they're now, it's never actually gone like this, but just to give you an idea, basically, people who are crazy that get that ChatGPT will, so to speak, make them think they're Jesus, or more specifically, make them think that only they know the answer and only they know the way, and back them up 100%. And we see leaders that have too many yes men. get backed into stupid situations. ChatGPT is definitely a yes man. Law enshrines steep penalties. Yeah. La. Legislation stands as a commitment to safeguard the well-being of our residents by ensuring the mental health services are delivered by trained experts who prioritize in care above all else. What about life coaches? Huh? What about life coaches? Let's talk about life coaches for a second. They hardly have to have anything. Everyone can listen to them and everyone can talk to them. But when you get to a life coach, 99% of the time, it seems like they just want people to break up. That's the thing. Work on you. You have to work on you. Well, here's the thing. There's kids involved. It's not all about you. And in fact, if you're in a relationship, it's not all about you. Relationships aren't about one person or another. It's about a team. There's no I in team, etc. But it's interesting that Illinois, it could probably use some low-cost mental health, some mental help. It definitely could. And it's okay if you get a little bit of support, but do you really want to be basing everything off of ChatGTP and ChatGPT? I always mix those up. But anyways, if you were one of your friends or one of these individuals that are spending too much time on ChatGPT, what I recommend is that you go onto Google Gemini and make sure you tell it that you want it to challenge you, all right? And you will get more of the information that you're legitimately looking for and not just someone that will agree with you. Like your mom and your grandma are probably always going to agree with you, but then sometimes if you go to your dad or your grandpa, you'll get some like Cotton Hill to tell you you got a stupid idea. And sometimes you need to be told you got a stupid idea and that you're not Jesus and that you're not some super intelligent individual that needs to save the planet from something. We legitimately are having more and more problems with that. And in that, we're getting a lot more issues. But at the same time, sometimes I wonder if bad therapy is worse than no therapy. For example, we had the satanic panic that went down on in the States and up here that basically started from one woman with mental health issues misinterpreting a dream that her children had. And because of that, it made everyone think that a whole bunch of child care providers were like third level Satanists. And when I say that, you get your Anton LaVey Satanists, you get your regular Satanists, and then you get your ones that are crazy and go sacrifice black cats that don't belong to them on Halloween night. Those are the ones they were accusing kindergarten teachers and child care workers of being. Actually, it was before kindergarten, preschool, I guess. And you got to be real careful with that stuff. Same thing happened in Canada. In the United States, when they started digging up people's subconscious dreams and ideas, they had about 53 people got thrown in the slammer for things that never happened. Things that never happened. Like, oh, my stepdad abused me or my dad abused me. And it didn't happen. It absolutely didn't happen. And because of that, we got to be careful. We are only learning about we're still learning. Like, let's face it, within the last 50 years, when it comes to doctors, we've probably only learned a little bit. Like in the last 50 years, we've learned everything. And before that, we only knew a little bit. Shit, wasn't it only like 100 years ago where we actually started believing that bacteria was a thing? Anyways, that's it from me. I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. If it took doctors this long, like therapists have only been around for a small amount of time. So you want to get a good one, not an AI. Anyways, that's it from me, Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Take care of each other, will you?